everyone, welcome back to the English class with me, Miss Renta. And how do you feel, guys, today? Good?
Great.
Okay, I hope you guys are excited for today's meeting. But before we start our lessons today or our class today, we should say our short prayer, which is led by Nathan, please.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, class. Before we start our class today, let's have a prayer, shall we?
Thank you very much, Nathan. Okay. We move to the next slide. All right. Since last week we have learned about describing things, and I believe that you already improve your skills about how to describe things, or maybe not only the physical things, I mean, maybe things, the story around you that you find in your daily lives, maybe the event or something that you could find in your daily life. And today, actually I have mentioned it before. In the last week, I have mentioned about today's agenda. Do you guys remember what is we're going to do in today's meeting? Listening. Great. Okay. Though your answer is not really complete, but listening is correct also. So actually, what we're going to do today is listen and sequence. Okay. So since we are in our 8th meeting and you are now in the 8th grade, you have some previous skills that you have achieved in your previous grade or class. And today we move into the listen and sequence skill. Now, in today's meeting, we would like to practicing your listen and sequence skills, of course. So, oh, I'm sorry guys, but I forget to check your attendance list first. Maybe I will check your attendance list, but I think there's only one of you that is not being here today. I think, Kimberly? Yes, is it correct? Okay. Do you know her conditions?
Yeah, I think she was feeling dizzy.
Okay, easy. But maybe you should tell her to send me maybe the letter or just the permissions of today's meeting, right? Okay. So essentially, everyone is attending this class. Okay, now we move to the instructions of today's activity. So, later I will play the audio of a short story. The title is The Lazy Beggar. And I remind you guys that you only have once a time to listen the story. So you have to listen it carefully. You have to put your focus fully on the story, and then I will give you 10 sentences that you should arrange in the right order according to the story by yourself. So this is an individual work, okay? So please no discussions, but later after you finish and answer the story, then there will be we will check your answer together. But okay, later I will give you a piece of paper that you can use to write down your answer. And again, please remember the durations for you to do your work is 4 minutes. So it's the same with the duration of the audio. So audio 4 minutes, and you should work or you should read all the sentence and write down your answer in your paper 4 minutes also, and then we will check your answer together. Okay? And then, for the assessment, you will switch your paper to your friends. So your friends will assess your answer, and then the number of the correct answers is multiplied by 10, and that is your score for today's meeting. Before we move, is there any questions?
No, yes.
Okay, clear enough, right? Okay. Okay. Before we move into the audio, are you guys ready?
Ready.
Ready. Okay. Now I will play the audio in. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to give your paper. So you have to write down your answers. You don't have to later. You don't have to write all the content or all the full sentences that I will give later. But you just have to write like number one. The sequence is J, or the sequence is A, for example. Okay. But now let's listen to the audio first. And yeah, please pay attention to the storyline, and you only have the chance to listen once. Okay. I will play the audience in 3, 2, 1.
The Lazy Beggar. In a small town nearby, there lived a kind fisherman named Finn. He was a generous and hard-working man. Every day, he woke up early and went to work. And later, in the evening, he would come and sell fish in the market and earn lots of dimes. One fine day, as the fisherman was on his way to work, he was stopped by a beggar. "Oh, generous man, spare me a few dimes. I haven't had a grain of food in the past few days." "Here you go, my friend." The next day, Finn was again stopped by the beggar. "Oh, generous man, spare me a few dimes. I am hungry." "Here you go, eat well." And the next day, Finn was stopped by the beggar yet again. But this time, Finn had an idea that the beggar was just lazy. He was a perfectly healthy man and he could get any job if he worked hard enough. "My friend, here are a few dimes for today. But I have a greater reward for you if you come by the river to meet me tomorrow morning." "A reward? Tomorrow morning? Okay, I'll be there." Next day, as the sun rises, the beggar wakes up with excitement in search of a greater reward. To the fisherman's surprise, the beggar was already there by the river before the fisherman arrived. "Oh, hello there. You are here before time. I like the spirit, young man. Good morning. Here, throw this fish net in the river and wait for your reward." "What kind of a reward is this?" "Well, the reward isn't here yet. You will have to wait." Okay." The beggar throws the fish net in the river and paces up and down impatiently by the shore. Finn carefully watches his behavior and says the next thing. "Hey, take it easy. Be patient. Come, sit down with me. Is this what you do every day? Don't you get frustrated working so hard and waiting so long by the river?" "Ha ha. Oh no, my friend. I give my best and wait patiently every day. The reward and contentment that I get later is worth it all. Oh look, you can now pull back the fishing net to the shore." The beggar jumps with excitement and pulls the fishing net towards him. He is stunned when he notices that the fishing net is filled with dozens of healthy fish. "And here is the reward that you waited so patiently for. You can now go to the market and sell it off to earn some dimes. You don't have to beg anymore if you worked hard for yourself and not be lazy." "Oh, kind man, I get the whole point of this now. Thank you so much for teaching me such an important lesson."
Okay. That's all for the audio. Now we move to your task. Okay. Timing. So, as I said before, there are 10 sentences that you should arrange into the right order, and you only have 4 minutes to read all the sentences and put them on the right order. And the time is start by now. And I will remind you if the time is only 1 minute left. left actually. But are you guys want us to check the answer now, or you want to check your answer first once again? One minute left, everyone. Okay, time is up. Now switch your paper to your friends. We will move to check the answer and to the assessment. Okay. Yay. I should put C. So, is there anyone wants to volunteer to retell the story? Or we just rely on this? Maybe, oh, okay.
Maybe I will just rely on this. So first of all, when he is on his way to work and then the lazy beggar stops him and asks for dimes, Finn gives the beggar sometimes until 3 times, and Finn explains his idea to the beggar. And the next day, the beggar came by the river and met Finn. Finn asked the beggar to throw the fishing net, and the beggar do it, but impatiently wait for his rewards. And Finn asked him to sit, and they make a conversation until the Finn asks the beggar to pull back the fishing net to the shore, and he does it and tell his wisdom to the beggar. And the beggar shows his thankfulness.
Okay, thank you, Jasmine. And so now you could check your friend's answer, and the correct answer is multiplied by 10, and that is your friend's score for today's meeting. Then I will record your scores today's, guys. Please tell me if you are done counted. All done? Okay. Now, let me record your score. So, how much the score of Jasmine?
Jasmine's score is 18.
Wow! Give applause, everyone. Jasmine is 18. And then for Nathan?
80.
80 also. Okay. Great job, everyone. But let me know what is your opinion, or maybe anyone wants to share their experience for today's meeting. Maybe do you find it difficult for you, or easy, or just at medium level? Anyone wants to share? Okay, please.
So today's meeting is a bit difficult because we should remember the answer for the text, and we cannot hear the audio. Okay.
Okay. But guys, do you find it, I mean, the difficulty level, is it easy or medium or high for you?
It's medium.
Medium. Okay. So it's not too easy and not too hard also. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, well done, everyone. And but then why? Why we should learn about this material or this activity? It's because in daily life you will maybe in several times you will hear informations or story, or maybe just you hear about a procedure, facts or procedure things or events that you should record in your mind. And the aim of this material actually is to make you to be a precise listener, so you will don't miss any points or any sequence of what you listened to. And you will also could retell what you hear precisely, uh, precisely on its sequence. And yeah, that's the aim of our activity for today's. And I think that's all. And before we end our class today, please, Nathan, lead us again to close this class by prayer.
Yes, miss. Okay, class, before we end class today, let us have a prayer, shall we? Amen.
Okay, thank you everyone. So see you in the next class. Thank you for your participation for today, and I hope that you enjoy every process and progress that you've made in each weeks or each meetings. And yeah, see you next week. Goodbye.